Hello, welcome to this training series. My name is Vladimir Donis, and I'm going to be talking to you about a foolproof system to making consistent sales. It's a web buying system to help coaches, consultants, and information marketers consistently make sales without chasing or begging people for their business. So, one of the first things that I usually like to talk about when I start talking about this specific topic is why? Why is it we're talking about this specific topic? To be quite frank and to be quite honest, it's to avoid your business from collapsing. Now, recently I read an article on Forbes, and here's a copy of the article. It talked about 90% of startups fail. And here's what you need to know about the other 10%. Now, I know, sometimes when you're in college, when you're doing research, sometimes you even have to write about these type of things. And at that point, it doesn't become as real, to be honest with you, when you're, so let's say if I'm in college and I'm writing about this type of topic, well, it doesn't hit as close to home. But for me, this hit very close to home for various reasons. For one of the things that I do on a regular basis is every other week, so to speak, I work with local business owners by way of a meetup. And the goal of that meetup, it's a specific. The goal of that meetup is it's a marketing meetup, and my task is to work with different business owners to try and help them generate more leads and traffic for their business. So I've worked with business owners who this that they're going on their second or third businesses because the first two were not successful. I have had businesses that wasn't successful, as well. So, this type of when you're reading this type of article, it's no longer something that you're reading to write about because you're doing a college research paper. You read you're reading about this, and it hits very close to home. Another way that it hit close to home, for me as well, is that I was working with a client that experienced something very similar to some of the things that I'm going to talk about. So essentially, here is her story. Think about someone who starts off in business. They have a great product or a great service. They find their first customer, and after they find their first customer, they wow the first customer. So you wow your first customer, then your customer starts to kind of just refer you. So you get the first customer, and then the first customer, because you did a good job, refers you to the next customer, and that starts to happen for the next couple of months. Well, in her case, that was the case for the first couple of months, but after the first couple of months, the referrals stopped coming. So when the referrals stopped coming, the next logical thing she did was she hired a salesperson because she figured, hey, I don't know how to, get business. I don't know how to get new clients, and I need new clients for my business in order for my business to survive. So she hired a salesperson. The salesperson didn't work out for two reasons. One, that person wasn't a match, and for two, she couldn't afford to pay that person. So after a month, she had to get rid of this salesperson. So she had no salesperson. She had no new business, and she was basically the business was about to collapse. The business was about to kind of just fall right underneath her. So then we had to come up with a solution. So the solution was a webinar. It's an education based webinar, and the reason why this was the solution is for a couple of reasons. An education based webinar is one of the fastest ways to turn prospects from cold to hot. It costs a lot less than hiring a salesperson, of course. It doesn't call out sick. It automates the selling process. It allows you to gain authority and quickly get your audience to like and trust you. So then, if the webinar, if an education-based webinar does so many great things, let's take a look at some stats and see how it's being used according to the Content Marketing Institute. Let's see how it's being used across many different businesses. Well, across many different businesses, it's the second to last mechanism used to acquire new users. Social media marketing is number one, and webinars and webcasts is definitely not one of the highest or not one of the top used mechanisms to acquire new users. So then the question that I ask is that why don't more businesses use webinars to acquire users? They don't use it because they don't know where to get started. They don't know how to structure it, and they don't know how to use it for to get maximum output. So hence this training, hence this video series, because this video series is going to help you to be able to use an education-based webinar so that way you can take advantage of being able to acquire users, of not chasing users, and be able to take advantage of all of the different things that it offers. So what is a sales webinar and how can it help your business? It's essentially, it's a selling mechanism specifically engineered to motivate your prospects to buy, even if you hate selling and have zero selling skills. That's right. If you hate selling and if you have zero selling skills, you can use a sales webinar to automate your business to be able to receive and get new users on autopilot. Who is this? Who is this training series for? This training series is for coaches, experts, consultants, course builders. If you sell information online, you want more customers, you want to charge more, you want more freedom, this training series will certainly be for you, and you'll definitely get some value and you'll be able to definitely benefit from this. How will this training be different? This training is different because it is an education-based webinar, meaning that by the end of this training series, you will learn specific things that you can implement into your business right away. Specifically, you'll learn how to make sales for your product or service without chasing people to do business with you. You'll learn how to get customers coming to you ready to buy. You'll learn how to create a sales webinar that converts without having writer's block. You'll learn how to get consistent leads for your webinar without wasting any money. So all of these things are things that you will learn by the time we finish with this training series. This training series will be a 3-part training series, and if you stay to the end, I will make you a special offer. The special offer is only available to those of you who are on this training series and who go toward who basically watch this training series towards the end. The special offer is not available anywhere else. Another little chart that I brought up was another interesting fact is that the conversion rate. I wanted to kind of just look at the conversion rate across many different industries as it relates to acquiring new customers. And as you can see, the conversion rate, according to this chart, is usually below 2%. And one of the things that we'll learn in this training is some of the things that you'll be learning in this training will be teaching you how you can position yourself for better results. 2% is okay, but if we can kind of position ourselves to get higher conversions, much higher than 2%, that is the goal of this training series. Can you imagine? Just imagine being able to answer all of your prospects' objections before it even comes up. Imagine being able to quickly build rapport with your audience, getting them to like and trust you. Imagine having an automated sales process, which free you from begging people to do business with you. Imagine not having to hire a salesperson to do the selling for you. Imagine using a proven system to quickly turn prospects from cold to hot. All of the above is possible through an education-based sales webinar. It is an education-based sales webinar because you don't have to do much selling to get your prospects from cold to warm to hot, and to get them to like and trust you and do business with you. So in our next video, specifically, we're going to be focusing on education/sales-based webinar, how to use an education-based webinar to quickly turn your prospects from cold to hot. So stay tuned, as that will be the next thing that we will be focusing on as we continue this journey of the webinar. Because once you know that information, it's going to definitely help you to be able to go from to be able to take it to the next level. That's my time. Stay tuned to the next video.